Hi everyone, this is Dave, and yes, I am sitting in a green beanbag. I just wanted to be a little bit comfier and just sit back and chat with you about my sort of thoughts on the Xbox One launch. A lot of people have been asking for my opinion on Twitter, and I thought, why not? Let's switch the camera on and talk a little bit about the announcement that happened the other day. Now, the first thing I want to tell you very quickly is when the announcement happened, we had no idea on pricing, and we still don't have an official announcement on pricing, but Savvy.com, I've got it on my iPad here, are actually saying it's going to be £399.99, which seems to be a very keen price. I was expecting it to be around about $499 because it's got quite a lot of features, but $399 seems to be about right. They've also put a date down here as well. Now, this is purely speculative. The date they've got here for the release date of the Xbox One is 30th of November 2013. If that happens, then brilliant. Just in time for Christmas, everyone can get them sort of end of November, experience them through Christmas, and those who aren't lucky enough to get them on launch day, they've got something really nice to wish for and ask Santa for this Christmas. So, what have we got? A really new design, very blocky from what I've seen of it on screen. Almost brick-like, but quite nice design as well. Slot loading drive on the front, Blu-ray support, 500GB hard drive, 3 USB 3 ports, which is really cool. Plus, we've also got HDMI in and out. Now, the reason we've got HDMI in on the Xbox One is because you can plug in perhaps your Skybox or your FreeSat in the UK, or your TV service wherever you are in the world. And then the Xbox will allow you to control that TV service, and it will overlay its graphics over the top of live TV. So that's really cool. I really do like that feature. Now, they're also bundling with it, so every Xbox One will get a Kinect with it, a new 1080p Kinect, which is meant to be the best Kinect yet. Well, of course, they're going to say that because it's a new Xbox, so they're going to say that the new Kinect is the best to date. And I tend to believe them. From the demonstrations we saw and the voice control, it looked so exciting, and probably the voice control is one of the most exciting features that I picked up on during the reveal that they did the other day. You can say Xbox on, for example, and the Xbox will switch on, and it will take you more or less to the sort of user interface with a save point or a restore point on the game you were last playing, or the film you were last watching, or the music you were last listening to. And this new interface takes you straight into the action where you left off. I think that is absolutely fantastic, and you can continue to use voice control obviously to launch the games, or you can use gestures, etc. And you can use voice control to actually go into a movie or listen to music. And then we've of course got the 1080p video, which really comes into play when you're using it with the integrated Skype. So Skype is now a feature. You can talk to somebody with the video Skype feature in the top right hand corner, perhaps of your screen, whilst you're watching a film or whilst you're playing a game. How cool is that? Very exciting. I said very 3 times then. Very exciting indeed. So the voice control for me is probably the highlight feature. I do like that a lot. The new interface as well, they've tried to integrate some more social aspects to it. So if you've got friends that are perhaps playing a particular game or watching a particular movie, then that will appear in a separate feed, so you get to see what they're enjoying using their Xbox One for. So that's fantastic as well. I like the fact that they're trying to integrate some sort of social aspect on top of the already very good live experience that we have on the Xbox 360 at the moment. Now, whilst I'm on the subject of Xbox Live, we've got some more details here. The Xbox Live Gold package that you're on now, if you've got an Xbox 360, that will transfer across to the Xbox One, and you can use them concurrently as well. So if you still keep your old console and you activate the Live on your new Xbox One console, and then you decide to go back to the Xbox 360 for whatever reason, you can use the membership on both. And there's also talk of new sort of family type memberships, whereby if you've got Xbox Live Gold membership on your console and another member of your family or another friend signs into their profile, then they get to access your level of subscription. So they get Xbox Live Gold as well. That's not confirmed, but from what I understand from reading various articles, that should be happening. We're still not sure what's going to happen with regards to loaning second-hand games or buying second-hand games. There's been talk of a fee for transferring ownership over onto the console. I can't really see Microsoft doing that. It'd be very unpopular if they did levy a fee for buying a second-hand game. So I think you're just going to be able to play second-hand games no problem at all. Now we've also got this always on feature, and what that means is the Xbox One is always listening for you, and it's also live updating. Now you don't need to have it connected to the internet all the time, but as long as it's got an active internet connection, it will download updates automatically, and when you say Xbox on, then it will obviously respond to your voice command. So that's really cool as well. The fact that we probably won't have to wait for updates anymore, that's one of my real pet hates with the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and other devices as well, not just the Xbox, but I hate doing updates. I've ranted about this in various videos, even so much as to really hating on Windows PC for the amount of updates you have to do. I think if manufacturers can really introduce an almost invisible way of performing updates, that is for the good of us. We're going to really have a much better user experience of this sort of technology. There's a whole lot more in the Xbox One. I'm just flicking through here to check to see if I really missed anything sort of really important. Living games, real world events, that sounds interesting as well. And what they mean by that is if you're in perhaps a Call of Duty game and something gets shot or blown up and tumbles down, maybe rocks tumble down a cliff or whatever, then the next time you're running around that same area, or the other people in the game run around that same area, they're going to see the destruction that's been caused as well. So that's quite good. So it's sort of like a dynamic sort of gameplay world for people to experience. That's really nice. We've also got something about glass as well. What was it? Yeah, the smart glass. So this has been a feature that's sort of not been really taken advantage of a great deal, but Xbox Smart Glass allows you to use smartphones and tablets as second screens, and they intelligently interact with the Xbox One as well. So you could actually be navigating using the touchscreens or get extra control panels up on the second screen, and that's really nice. I do like the idea of that. We've also got apps that we can actually pin to different start menus, so you can really customize the experience you get with that user interface. And this is sort of transitioning across the Windows 8 sort of feel to things onto the Xbox One, where you can really customize the tiles and the whole interface to suit your experience. So much information to actually take in. I'm really excited to be getting one into the Geekanoids studio. I will be doing an unboxing. I'll also be doing a test so you can see some gameplay on it, a look at the new controller, and of course a full review of the Xbox One once I've used it for a few weeks. So stay tuned for that towards the end of 2013. So just to recap, the highlight for me is definitely this voice control and the always on feature. I think that is the future of technology. Very, very excited. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Will you be picking up an Xbox One? And at what sort of price point will you sort of second think about doing it? Will there be a price where you say it's too expensive? I'll be really interested to hear your comments as to what you think about your best feature is, or your most anticipated feature that you're going to really look forward to testing out on the Xbox One upon launch. So please do keep an eye on the channel. There'll be Xbox One coverage when it's launched, hoping for that sort of November time frame. The price point's sweet, and I like the fact that Microsoft have given us something that is going to be very good at playing very high detail and high frame rate games, but also delivers on the entertainment front as well. Thanks very much for watching. Please do hit that like button. I'll see you all in the next one.